what's up guys, Steph here, and today I am reviewing the Assassin's Creed movie. Ever since I played the very first Assassin's Creed game, I have loved the series. It is my favorite video game series. I don't care what anyone says, it's the best. I'm obsessed. You all know when the first trailer came out for this movie, I was really excited. And everyone was like, Steph, video game movies are never good. They're just never good. There's no way that they're ever gonna make a good video game movie. And me being the very hopeful, naive person that I am, decided that everyone was wrong. And I was like, no, this is it. Guys, this is gonna be the first video game movie that is actually good. This is it. Assassin's Creed is it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. Well, I was wrong. And I really just I hate myself. I hate myself because I let myself get excited for something that I knew it wasn't gonna be good. Deep down, I was like, I'm just clinging on to this because I've wanted it for so long and I've wanted it to be amazing because the story of Assassin's Creed is so good. It's so complex and there's so many layers and there's so many cool things going on and it's just like, it's so cool. It's such a cool concept. It's the best game ever. It's the best game ever. That's it. And I should have just known right from the get-go when they said that they were creating a new story and it wasn't even really about Assassin's Creed. I mean, it is. It's like a story in the realm of Assassin's Creed, but it's like an alternate universe because like things happen that happen in the games, but they happen differently, and I don't know. And it's directed by Justin Kurzel, who's actually a pretty good director, and he also worked with Michael Fassbender and Marion Cotillard in Macbeth previously, which was great. So I was like, this has some hope. This might be good, guys. Don't worry. This might be a good movie. And I don't know what happened. I don't know. It had a great director, it had a great cast. The cast was phenomenal. Michael Fassbender, great. Like, in this movie, he's great. Marion Cotillard is also great. Her acting is wonderful, and I love her, but it just... Here's the thing. Here's my beef with Assassin's Creed. The action sequences, amazing. So amazing. Like, I was so excited. I was like, I feel like I have just jumped Blue Skidoo You Can Too into this friggin' game. I can't believe I just made a Blue's Clues reference. What am I doing? But like the action and visually, everything visually was really cool. Like I got chills. I was like, these are the most amazing action sequences I've ever seen. Like they were so fun. They were so enjoyable to watch. I was really excited about them. I got super into them. There were lots of like action moves and weapons that I recognized from the games. And it was really cool. I really liked that. But that's the only thing that I liked about this movie, and that sucks. Because the plot it's not there. There's no plot to this movie. It's just a montage of really badass action sequences, which is cool when you think about it, but not when you want a movie about Assassin's Creed, because the reason I love Assassin's Creed and the reason most people love Assassin's Creed is because the story is so cool. You can't make an Assassin's Creed movie without a cool story, come on! And like, something that also just, I don't see how you could even make Assassin's Creed into a movie. You could probably make it into like a TV series because it's really long and really complex, and like that would be cool. I'd be down with that. I would probably watch that. But the thing about Assassin's Creed is that there's like two different stories going on at the same time. There's like the present day, what's going on at Abstergo and all that shit, and that's like enough for a whole movie on its own. Like there's a lot of shit going on. And then there's the like assassin world, which is in the Spanish Inquisition in this movie, and that should have been really interesting. It should have been like this really cool story about the Spanish Inquisition and about Aguilar the assassin and like all this shit that's going on and this like girl that he's like with, I guess. It's never really explained, but I'm assuming that they're like boinking. And in the game, I always feel like the stories in the assassin world are like way more interesting than the present day stuff. Aside from like a few moments, it's mostly just like Desmond sitting in a room, walking around. You have no control over anything. You click every button and it just like, sorry, you can't do anything. And it's just Desmond walking around an empty room, looking at stuff, being like, why am I here? But in the assassin world, you get to do all kinds of crazy stuff. That's like where you play the game, and that's where the plot happens, and that's where all kinds of awesome things happen, and you meet all these cool historical figures, and you go on all these awesome quests, and it's so cool. But in this movie, it's like completely backwards. Like Abstergo is like what is going on. Like that's where the plot is. And it's boring. Nothing happens. It's just like, we're trying to find the Apple of Eden. That's it. No characters. Michael Fassbender's character, I don't even understand him. Like, they kind of give him an origin at the beginning. It's really rushed. There's like no details. There's nothing to make you like root for him or cling on to him, especially because his personality just like is weird. He's like a weird guy. He's like a murderer, so you don't really like him from the get-go, and then he's like emotionally traumatized, but not really, because he doesn't really look like he is. He just kind of says that he is, and like you know what happened to him, but it's like, it's just not written very well. He's not written very well. He doesn't seem like a character that I would like. He's just very bland. There's nothing going on with him. He's just a guy who shows up at Abstergo and is like, I gotta be an assassin now, I guess. And that's it. That's all you get. And Marion Cotillard is also very bland. She's like she's just doing her job. She just has to find the apple of Eden, and that's it. There's like a little bit of stuff with her and her dad, who's like the CEO of Abstergo, and like that's like the only part that's like kind of interesting, and everything else is just like, this is super boring. And then in the assassin world, where you would think things would be cool and interesting and awesome and story stuff happening everywhere, literally no story. There's like one tiny thing going on that you really don't even get, like it's not expanded upon at all. It's just a very basic like, this is what's happening. Now we're gonna fight some stuff. Every single scene, literally every single scene in the Spanish Inquisition is a fight. That's it. Yes, fighting is cool, it's cool to watch, it's very fun, it's very exciting, but after like 2 hours of watching people fight for no reason, I was a little bit upset. The leap of faith was pretty cool. There are actually 2 leaps of faith. They're both pretty cool. And the logic behind them does kind of make sense. So for those of you who watched the trailer and were like, how are they gonna do that? How are they gonna make that like plausible? It checks out. Don't worry. Now the Animus is something that people were like really, really controversial about. Like everyone either loved the Animus or hated the Animus. And I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool in the trailer. Like it's very different because in the game it's just like a bed that Desmond lays on and like that's it. Which I get why they changed it for the movie because that's obviously not very interesting, and having a giant arm like GLaDOS thing as the Animus is pretty cool. And they incorporated it with the bleeding effect so you could like see him fighting in the Animus and you'd see like the bleeding effect versions of assassins and stuff. So that was kind of cool. It made it a lot more visual to like see actually what was happening in the Animus when you're not in the assassin world. So I don't know. I think I like the Animus. I think I'm okay with that choice. Just everything else is just why? I also feel like if you've never played the game, like you have no idea what's going on, you're going to be so confused because they do not explain anything in this movie. Like this is 100% a movie for people who have played Assassin's Creed, because like even I was like on the verge of getting confused. I was like, wait, what's happening now? It's just not put together well at all. The plot is really badly established. Everything is very fast-paced and there's not really anything happening. It's just a lot of action and a lot of pointless dialogue and a lot of things that don't make sense. So unfortunately, because of that, I'm going to give this movie a 2. I'm giving it a 2 because I really liked the action sequences. I'm like even leaning towards a 2.5, but that might just be because I really like Assassin's Creed and I'm just clinging on to it and I'm like, I just don't want this to suck. I'm in denial about it. I'm giving it a 2. I'm really mad about this. I really wish this movie was just about Desmond and it just followed Desmond's story because his story is so cool, and instead of followed this random guy who has no characteristics, who's super lame, and everything was lame, and everything that happened shouldn't have happened, and I'm just... I have a lot of beef. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you saw Assassin's Creed and what you thought about it. And if you're a player of the game, let me know what your favorite Assassin's Creed game is. Mine is Assassin's Creed 2. It's great. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video and happy holidays. Bye.